In this question, you need to be able to analyze two functions, one in vertex form and the other function in general form. Let's start with our function in vertex form. F of x equals negative 0.5, x minus 4 all squared plus 2 has a vertex at positive 4, positive 2. We know that the axis of symmetry is always through the x value of the vertex, so x equals positive 4. Because this a value, this negative 0.5 out in front, because it's negative, we know that it opens downwards. So this graph is going to open downwards, and then we can grab our graph. We know that it's got to be the graph opening downwards. From that graph, we can see that our x-intercepts are at 2 and at 6, and that the y-intercept is right there at negative 6. The domain of any parabola opening up or down is all real values. And the range is that y must be less than or equal to that highest point. So that highest point is right there at 2, so y must be less than or equal to 2. Lastly, because it has a maximum value, we know that y equals that highest point, that maximum value at 2, and that occurs when x equals 4. Now let's go take a look at our function in general form. Our function in general form has an a value out in front here of positive 1/3. Therefore, I know that it opens upwards, and I know that that's got to be my graph. From the graph, we can see that our vertex occurs at positive 2, positive 3. And the axis of symmetry is always through the x value of the vertex, so x equals positive 2. The x-intercepts, well, if I look at my parabola, it never crosses the x-axis, so there are no x-intercepts. The y-intercept is right there, y equals positive 5. The domain of any parabola opening up or down is all real values. We know that the range is that y must be greater than or equal to that lowest possible point at positive 3. So y must be greater than or equal to 3. And because it opens upwards, it has a minimum. That minimum value occurs at 3, and it happens when x equals 2.